Hi, I'm Dr. Steven, and if you want to know the secret to keeping your doctor's visits at a minimum, look to your kitchen. Unfortunately, as men get older, their chances of developing health problems such as high blood pressure, heart disease, diabetes, ED, low T, and prostate cancer increase. None of those conditions are inevitable, of course, but lifestyle habits, particularly how you eat, can make a huge difference in how healthy you remain. You can reduce the risk of these conditions by improving your diet, focusing on foods that have been shown to boost health and reduce the likelihood of a scary diagnosis. So here's 5 foods that men need to eat every day to stay healthy, strong, and feeling young. 1. Eggs. As men age, their muscle mass decreases. Eggs are a great source of protein, and that can help with the dwindling muscle mass. Although the pendulum has swung back and forth on the healthfulness of eggs, most experts see a role for them in our diet. Eggs also have lutein, which may reduce the risk of macular degeneration, an eye condition that can cause blindness. 2. Berries. Berries may reduce the risk of cancer, says Deepak Talreja, MD, a cardiologist at Eastern Virginia University Medical School in Norfolk. But some studies have found that blueberries, for instance, inhibit inflammation, which may decrease the risk of some cancers. A research review examining the anti-cancer properties of blueberries, published in the October 2013 issue of Anticancer Agents in Medicinal Chemistry, concluded that the little blue orbs might help inhibit the growth of cancer cells. Blueberries aren't the only berries that might help fight cancer. A diet that includes freeze-dried black raspberries and strawberries inhibited esophageal cancer by 30 to 70% and colon cancer by 80%. 3. Avocados. Like you needed a new reason to indulge in guacamole, avocados are loaded with heart-healthy monosaturated fats that may help keep cholesterol levels low. And that's something that men need as they age, White says. One medium California avocado has about 230 calories, but it also has about 10 grams of fiber and about 20 grams of fat. Plus, avocados have also been linked to weight loss and lower levels of inflammation. 4. Green leafy vegetables. Dark green vegetables are good for your brain health and reproductive health. Spinach is high in lutein and can even increase blood flow, helping with many bodily functions. Green leafy vegetables are high in folate and potassium. Plus, they are a great non-dairy source for calcium, which is good for your bones. Many people do not realize that men are at risk for osteoporosis too. A study reported that men who ate greater amounts of leafy green vegetables had a 34% reduced risk of aggressive prostate cancer. 5. Start taking high-quality male potency herbs every day. This one may be the most important as far as overall quality of life is concerned. As men get older, we generally get weaker, lose muscle mass, become more tired, more overweight, and life just seems to become less fun than it used to be. There's many reasons that this happens, but for the most part, the reason is because our bodies begin to break down and not work as efficiently as they used to due to poor diet, stress, poor sleep, etc. The result is that our male hormone levels are way lower than they were when we were young. I consulted with one of my friends who just recently turned 65, and this guy could pass for a jacked 40-year-old. You can always see his veins even when he's sitting and calmly reading a book. But he's a vegetarian, organic-loving guy who would never touch any kind of pharmaceutical drugs. So he wasn't taking steroids or anything artificial like that. I asked him what his secret was, and he told me Testogenix 180. I'd never heard of Testogenix 180 before, but now that I have, I'm never going back. My friend informed me that Testogenix 180 was a newer supplement designed by Pure Bioactives, which is one of the most reputable supplement makers in the industry. This supplement has been made specifically for older men to help them regain their drive, body, and love life that they had when they were young. It's designed to optimize your T levels and improve blood flow and nutrient absorption by up to 550% to your muscles, including your reproductive muscles. The ingredients are all natural, which is important to me since I'm all about optimizing my health. Each capsule includes a blend of epimedium, tongkat ali, ginseng root, maca powder, potency wood, and oyster shell extracts. These herbal ingredients are the go-to ingredients for many Chinese herbalists for the last 5,000 years. Before all the artificial ED drugs and steroids of today, this is what men were using to optimize their hormone levels to stay feeling young, strong, and driven. I was told that it wouldn't take my T levels past what was a good baseline for what my body wanted to produce, but it would feel like I had a major boost in drive because my body was likely drastically below what it wanted to be at from general poor diet and/or chronic stress, poor sleep, etc. The science behind this combination of male potency herbs is still shaky at best, but I was still willing to give it a try. Long story short, I started taking Testogenix 180 tablets 3 times a day, which is a full dose. My reasoning went like this. Since this product is all natural and just a bunch of organic herbs, it probably does very little. So let's see what happens when I start off by taking the full dose. I probably won't notice anything drastic, and I couldn't have been more wrong. The next morning, I woke up with a raging hard-on, like someone had slipped some blue pills into my mouth while I was asleep. The effects compounded over the next 10 days as I continued the dosage at the full level. But it began to be too much, so I decided to cut back down my dosage because it was simply too intense. I could barely concentrate on anything. Every woman that walked by me looked amazing. I was waking up with a full-on rager every morning. Women were on my mind constantly, and I have a relatively low drive normally, so this was totally out of the ordinary for me. After about 10 days, I cut my dosage back to half of the recommended amount, and I felt much more like a human being again, and less like an animal. It certainly was fun, though, to try out. I have friends and colleagues that take the full dose and love the effects, and apparently feeling like an animal. It also improves many other things like overall energy levels. It helps improve sleep, cognitive function, etc. Helping your body optimize its own endocrine system and boost hormone levels truly brings incredible results. That's why I so highly recommend this to all of my male clients. If you're interested in learning more about Testogenix 180 and possibly getting your hands on some, you can click the link below this video. The makers are currently running a promo where they are sending out sample bottles to let guys sample it. If you order some, come back here and leave a comment below and let me know how it worked for you.